So hi there everybody. So today is the second day since Panasonic released the GH5 firmware version 2.0, and I would like to talk about SD cards. And not any SD cards, I would like to talk about the Lexar professional cards. But before I do that, yesterday I made a video about the new autofocus and how it's working. And a lot of people actually asked me about, well, which settings are you using? What kind of a lens and stuff like that. Well, I actually wrote which lens, but I'm using the same lens right now. It's the 8-18 Panasonic Leica. I'm at the widest end at 8mm. So, and I'm wide open right now at 2.8. So it's a little bit different from yesterday. And a lot of people actually asked me about the, yeah, I'm a little bit shaky because I've drank too much coffee already. A lot of people were asking about the warping in the corners, and I believe that that's probably the IBIS working. I mean, IBIS and ultra wide lenses don't mix together, I think, as good. So they try to compensate for every little movement, and they ruin the picture instead. So right now I'm shooting without any IBIS at all. So I'm going to do the same test that I did yesterday, which is going from me. And I also should say that yesterday I shot in the 225 point focus mode. Right now I'm doing the one area mode. So that's a little bit different. So I'm going to go from shooting me, and I'm going to go and shoot some toys here. Let's see how this is doing. Yeah, it took like a little second, but it's there. So I'm gonna go from the toys to cameras in the background. You can see that they are in focus. Let's move. Now they're better in focus. I mean, on this small screen it looks okay, but we have to see when we have it on the bigger screen. Here we have a self-portrait by my daughter. There we actually have the SD cards we're going to talk about in just 1 second. I mean, to me, it actually looks quite okay. Did much better than it did in version 1 firmware. So good job, Panasonic. I know that a lot of people would like the face detection to work better. Doesn't seem to do that, but this works a little bit better, and also the 225 area autofocus. I know that Scott McKenna has a very nice video where he's doing this even better. So let's talk about the SD cards. I'm just gonna see if I can. There we go. Oh, cutting my head. That doesn't matter too much. But I wanted to talk about these SD cards because I had one of these cards before, and I used them and they worked perfectly. And yesterday on the Facebook GH5 group, there were people actually saying that, oh, they work with the new firmware and you can shoot the highest bitrate available on the camera, the 400 megabyte all-intro codec. So the first thing I did was to try that out, and it actually worked perfectly. So I went to my local camera store, Scandinavian Photo here in Sweden, and I bought 3 more cards. They were nice enough to give me a little bit of discount, so I got them. I wouldn't say cheap, but cheaper. So I had a 64 gigabytes, so I got 2 128 gigabytes and 1 more 64 gigabytes. And yesterday I was testing them out. I had each card in the camera shooting for like 15 to 20 minutes for quite a long time. They wouldn't have any hiccups or anything, so they actually worked very nice for me yesterday. Let's see if you can see them. If see the autofocus. I mean, yeah, it's not. Let's see if the autofocus is probably better if I take something bigger. Ah, there it's actually working. The SD cards are a little bit too small, and the contrast between the black SD card and my black shirt is probably not the best, but that's actually working quite okay. Let's see here. I'm sorry, I know I was supposed to talk about the SD cards, but Yeah, the autofocus seems okay. I mean, it's not perfect, but it's much better than what we had before. So the Lexar Professional 1000X, 150 megabyte per second, for me, U3 seemed to actually work, but I know that a lot of people on the internet have the same cards and they don't seem to work all the time. So would I recommend them? Yes and no. I mean, I bought them myself, so I can't say that I wouldn't recommend them, but I actually had a hiccup this morning. I just started recording a thing, and after 30 seconds it said that this card wasn't capable of doing what it was supposed to do to record. So in this I'm actually recording this at the full 400 megabyte. So let's see how this is actually looking. So the 3 cards that I have are actually working, even though one of the cards once said that this card is not working properly. So I took it out, put it in again, and it was working again. So I've tested all of my 4 cards for like 20 minutes and with no hiccups, but I don't know if I would recommend these cards to strangers. I wouldn't want to be liable for that. Would I recommend them to a friend? I probably would, as long as they knew what they were giving themselves into. So that was about the cards. I mean, I'm really happy they're working, and with all the features of the GH5. If you have any questions for me, please ask me either on Facebook or on Instagram. My name there is Arbor, or just ask me something in the comments. And if you haven't subscribed, please do. I will try to make more GH5 videos and talk about the new firmware even more. So thank you so much, and bye bye.